when all is said and done, we had a free and fair election in which the Democrats had been prepared for almost every scenario but one.
The Harris campaign has built probably the most sophisticated, robust, impressive voter protection program in the history of presidential politics.
We have millions in the bank ready with lawyers all over the country that are ready.
Democrats have been planning on every one of these options for 4 years. Are Democrats ready? You bet they are.
We have county clerks ready to go, secretaries of state ready to go.
So it's all lined up. What are we forgetting, people? What? We got the lawyers, we got the protecting the... What do we got? We got... Jimmy, did you bring the voters? Oh, I thought you were bringing the voters. I brought the hate has no home here posters. Nobody brought the voters? Where are the voters? It turns out the election was stolen by more people voting for Donald Trump. It's quite a caper. Ocean's 74 million. So now, as many on the left fear the future, as they should, many others rue the past.
Joe Biden should have dropped out earlier.
There should have been an open primary.
People never got to know Kamala Harris.
They spend too little time talking about the economy.
Wildly overestimated the power of the abortion issue.
Chose the wrong VP.
Managed to alienate historic numbers of Latinos.
Abandoned the working class.
Democrats need a new way to talk about urban America.
Do that Joe Rogan podcast.
Trump spoke to the people. Democrats never once mentioned Arnold Palmer's never once. Yet focus group after focus group said, got anything on Arnold Palmer's? If not, can you at least stand there and sway to Ave Maria for like an hour? Can you at least do that? But it's a delight to hear about why it happened from so many people who were so wrong about what was going to happen. And everyone has their own pet theory. But there's one theory that a lot of people seem to be coalescing around.
They were too woke, insisting that people use the term Latinx.
Too far to the left on transgender rights.
You have to say they. No, you have to do this.
Stop with the virtue signaling.
Step away from woke. Focus less on who is woke and more on who is broke.
Social justice issues take a back seat when your son is in the basement vaping and playing video games and can't find a job.
I feel like that last guy was really venting more about his son. Everybody else had sort of a broader point, but his was just so specific. You really got to focus on, let's say, a kid in your basement vaping and just jerking off all over the couch, night after night. But point taken. Everyone's talking about this wokeness theory, from cable news to the op-ed section. And sometimes the op-ed section being read on cable news.
We want to get to the Maureen Dowd piece. Maureen Dowd's piece for the New York Times entitled Democrats and the Case of Mistaken Identity Politics.
Ooh! That was Morning Joe host Mika Brzezinski discussing a New York Times column by Maureen Dowd on how to escape the liberal bubble. I guess I'll just have to get the Times and read it myself unless there's another way to make this less entertaining.
We're going to read the entire piece, but it's worth it.
About wokeness? I couldn't even stay woke through that whole thing. Why don't you read us the Wordle?